Hi, welcome to my backyard driving range. Today I'm going to talk to you about 4 ways to hit the ball straighter more often than you're doing now. You know, straight is king in recreational golf. Distance is fine, but if you're a short hitter, move up a set of tees. But believe me, if you're hitting the ball in the fairway and onto the green, you're going to shoot a lot lower scores. So I'm going to give you 4 ways. One has to do with your grip. One has to do with your aim. The third has to do with your backswing, and the fourth, aim again. So let's get started. The first one is your grip. Now your grip is the primary determinant, not the major one, not the only one, but the major one, of whether the ball curves to the right or curves to the left. And what we want to do is try to take as much curve out of your ball flight as possible. Here's how to do it. Now, where you have your hands on the grip like this will determine in large where the ball curves. If you're slicing, you probably have your hands too much on the top. If you hook, you have your hands too much underneath. So what I want you to do is go to the driving range and experiment with putting your hands on different places on the grip. Notice that I'm not turning the club. This trademark doesn't move, but I'm turning my hands. And if you hit a few balls in these different places, you'll find that your ball starts to straighten out, your shots start to straighten out, and where you get the minimum of curve, that's where you want to put your hands, even if that's not where you're putting it now. That's going to help you hit the ball straighter. Now the next thing is aim. You can't hit the ball north if you're facing east. And most of you you're lining up to the slice side of your target. Even the pros do this. On their practice tee before their tournament round, they have their alignment stick to make sure they're aimed in the right way. Aiming is really simple. I'm going to show you how to do it and how to check to make sure your aim is correct. Now when it comes to aim, what I'm trying to do is aim my golf shot so it hits that yellow alignment stick over there by my pear tree. Now what you do is you stand behind your golf ball and draw an imaginary line on the ground pointing at that target, and I've put another alignment stick down to simulate that imaginary line. And what I want to do is put my club on the ground so that these grooves are at a right angle to my imaginary line. So I take my grip, put the club down, and those grooves are facing squarely to the target. So I have my iron behind the target line, lines on the club face are at a right angle, and while I'm looking down the target line, I take my stance and now I'm perfectly aligned. If I want to check that, I'll just take a practice swing, and where I end up looking is where I'm aligned. So that's how to get your aim right. Now the next principle has to do with your backswing. It's too long. I don't need to see your backswing. I know it's too long. You're trying to hit the ball a long way, but what you do by taking a long backswing is you lose the connection between the club face and the golf ball. And here's what I mean by that. Now this hammer and nail are going to illustrate that. If I want to hit this nail into the board, I'm going to take a nice short backswing because I have a real good idea of where the hammer head is and where the nail head is. If I take it back way back here, I lose that connection. I might not even hit the block of wood. And your golf club is the same, and your backswing is the same. So when I swing the club back, my backswing personally goes back about this far. That to me feels like I know where this club head is. If I take it back any further, I lose that connection, and now I have to trust my golf swing, and I don't want to trust my golf swing, even though that's what they say you should do. I want to know my golf swing. So I'm going to take the club back to here. I still have that connection, and I know I can come through and introduce the center of this club face to the back of the golf ball, and that's how you hit straight shots, and by the way, that's how you get a lot of distance too. Now finally, we're going to go back to aim. Now earlier we aimed your body, but now I want to aim your swing. If you're swinging from the outside to the in, you're going to pull the ball. If you're swinging from inside to out, you're going to push the ball. You want to be swinging right down the target line, and I'll show you how to do that. Now this is what I mean by aligning your swing. You can see that hula hoop with the piece of tape representing the golf ball is aligned with the swing at the moment of impact. If, however, I'm swinging from the outside in, the alignment changes to something like this, and you can see the ball is going to go off to the right. If I'm swinging from the outside in, you can see the ball is going to go off to the left. I want to make sure that the ball is going right down the target line when I hit it. And I do that by thinking, and this is very careful, pay very careful attention to what I'm about to say, that after the club has made contact with the ball, the club chases down the target line. And the key word there is after. If you think before, then you're going to start guiding the club, aiming the club, and that is just a disaster. So swing freely through the ball and just imagine after the ball has struck, it will go down the target line. Now it doesn't do that. It comes from the inside, is square, and it goes back to the inside. But if you're straight from about here to here, and your club face is square, you're going to hit a straight golf shot. So there you have it, 4 ways to hit the ball straighter more often than you're doing now. And if you put these principles into your swing, you're going to be well on the road to playing better golf. And I'd like to know how you're doing. Go to my website, therecreationalgolfer.com. My contact information is there. Drop me a line and let me know. I'd be glad to hear from you. I'm Bob Jones, the Recreational Golfer. Thanks for watching.